K-pop isn't just about music. When you analyze a group, you can't isolate the music itself anymore. You really have to look at the group's totality: the fashion, image, narrative, music, of course, videos, and others. New Jeans, Isle It, and Stacy have been the subject of criticisms for apparently sounding and looking the same. Hybe also is being criticized for launching groups that apparently sound and look the same. Let me clear it up before I proceed that this is just my personal opinion, which should be expected because this is my channel. You can always disagree, and I encourage a discussion. Let's just be respectful. Okay, first let's talk about the similarity. Youth-oriented. All three groups appeal to Gen Z and Gen Alpha. It is reflected on their fashion, sound, subjects of their songs, style of music videos, and the ages of the members and others. The similarity just about ends there. Fresh teen versus 90s teen versus high teen. Some people call Isle It's concept more bubblegum pop, and I can see where they are coming from. I'd even say it's very valid. However, I know that Bang Shi-hyuk is the main producer of the group, and I know how Bang Shi-hyuk molds his groups. What BTS has started, he has continued with his other groups like TXT and Lesser of Him. He likes forming a narrative based on the sentiments of the group itself. So I know that there are some darkness elements coming there. Based on what I know of Bang Shi-hyuk's creative direction, I don't think it will be Disney-like, but definitely some fantasy there, probably more like Studio Ghibli. In the first video, they seem to have some superpowers, but I don't know if that will be a part of their permanent narrative. I figured out Mocha, Iroha, Yuna, but I'm not sure about Minju and Wani. Now, New Jeans is more 90s in feel, very trimmed down. While Adore is also under Hybe, Min Hee-jin exercises complete autonomy in managing them. She is the main producer and has directly stated that she will not follow the same creative strategy as other Hybe groups, so there will be no New Jeans universe. Stacy, on the other hand, is more high teen. They are more fashionable, and that spills through their music. Fantasy versus realistic versus sophisticated. New Jeans' music is very reflective of their fashion. There aren't a lot of layers. It's as if you can clearly identify each instrument used. As I've said, very, very 90s. Isle It has that consistent xylophone-like layer. It gives the song a very well fantasy-like feel.
Hi Dad, I want you.
Stacy is a little heavier on bass and has a very party-like feel. Now on to fashion. Dolls versus clean versus playful and young. In terms of fashion, Isle It is styled like dolls. I do think it's a setup to where they are going to go creatively. I think they will keep that doll-like look, but they will change the type of dolls they are going to be dressed like. On the other hand, New Jeans looks like your everyday teenager. They look like how teens are going to dress like when they are hanging out or just going about their daily life. In other words, girl next door. Stacy, on the other hand, is more styled but still very young, definitely not trying to be badass or a girl crush. They're just playful with more layers, some touches of glimmer, and crazy hairstyles. They actually successfully captured that glamorous look without having to force maturity. Now in choreography, small versus big and fast versus controlled. Isle It so far uses small movements with special emphasis on their hands. Again, very consistent with their fantasy-like concepts because in magic, hands and fingers are very much used. New Jeans, on the other hand, uses big movements, constantly moving around the space, and often members are going towards different directions and doing different moves. Stacy's choreography is usually very fluid with some pops. Again, sophisticated but very young. So as a recap, both are, of course, pop, and both appeal to the young market. Very, very young, youth-oriented. It's just that New Jeans is very realistic. So it's very now, very relatable. It's the kind of youth that people in this dimension are enjoying. As opposed to I'll It, there's a fantastical narrative that's bubbling under that, that's waiting to be told, sort of. So that's the difference, and that fantastic feel is reflected in this realistic feel for New Jeans. Those are reflected in the melody, in the beats that they're using, in the instruments that they are using. New Jeans is very, there's less synth, there's less effects in their music, because as I've said, they're trying to appeal, they're being very, very now, very relatable for the life that we're living in this dimension. And then the other one has more of a fantasy in there. So there's more synth, there's more effects in their music. And that's how they separate that. So, but both are pop, both are youth oriented. It's just the narrative that differs greatly, that affects their musicality. And as we know, K-pop isn't just about music. It's about all of those things, right? So it's about fashion, their relationship with their fans, the narrative that they are telling, the stories in their music videos, the stories in their albums and their CDs. So I can't wait for these two groups to grow up, to evolve, and see how they are going to eventually mature in their creatives and in their music. As I've said, I like most girl groups, and I will talk about them if you want me to talk about them. Just ask me. But yeah, I like most of them. It's just that in some girl groups, I tend to like one or two members more than the others. I don't hate the other members. It's just that I tend to like one or two more than the others. And then there are other girl groups whom I like as a group, as a whole. All right. If you ended up liking this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope that enlightened you. I hope that helped. Also subscribe and hit that notification button if you haven't already, and share the video if you can, because that's really helping my channel. Also, please don't forget to get in touch with me in any of the social media links that you see on your screen right now, especially on X, formerly Twitter, and on Patreon. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.